So let's put this up here on my Rusty Acres vise. Put y'all over here where you can kind of watch me, kind of, sort of. And see, I've got these things, which are the, we talked about this the other day, these are the gaskets that go between the lower part of this and the pipe. They fit right there. They're supposed to. Maybe they don't. Let me think about this. They're too big for that too. Oh, the joy. Let me go see what my other ones are, what size they are. See, this one is way bigger. Let's go see what these ones are. A couple of these came from the National Auto Parts store, and a couple of these came from Amazon. These Amazon ones look like they're also the wrong size. Now, I have to think that over. Well, dang I say. All the ones I got won't fit. So, about this piece here, that don't fit too either. So that means I got to go back to the parts store. What I need is one this size. So, I need to make a trip to the parts store. I'll be back. So I guess I'll go ahead and film this. These are really nice exhaust manifolds that Charles Dyer gave me, and I got new bolts to go in them, and I got new brass nuts, and I got these. The ones I bought the other day were too big. I went up to the Napa store and they had them. I'm going to put a little never sees on these. What I'm going to do is sit them over in there, put a bolt in each end of it to the engine, and then crawl under there and fit this all on them. Because when you try to fit it down in there with these on it, that all gets tangled up in all kind of stuff. It's in the way. Hopefully that'll make this go fairly smoothly. Once I get everything kind of in place, I'll tighten up all the nuts and bolts and we'll go from there. Okay, I guess I could show you this. I was under the car. I had the bolts, well, I had the bolts out of it at first. I tried putting them in under the car. Then I was still having trouble getting the pipe up to it, so I decided to take this part off. I was trying to put this part on and put this gasket on it, and it didn't want to fit, so I took this ring out of the gasket and went around the edge of it with it in the vise and sort of hammered it in. The main thing is to get it hammered in level and straight all the way around, because it's really easy to get one of these things in there cockeyed and you'll still have an exhaust leak. And then this thing fits on top of it like that, and then that is going to go between those three pipes down there. And then I'm going to try to put the whole thing in like that, and I believe that this piece will stay in place. I'm going to wash my hands because I don't want to get those exhaust manifolds nasty. You know, I got them cleaned up and they're looking pretty good, and last thing I want to do is get dirt and grease all over them putting them back in there, so I'm trying to kind of keep my hands clean. So we'll pull this out, and this should go in here like this, like that, and hopefully that'll stay put long enough for me to get out of the car and get the pipe on the end of it and get the flange on that. Take it from there. It'll probably fall off of there, but at least now it'll slide on and off. I mean, that's worth something. Am I putting that on right? Might be that it goes this way. Yeah, see, I've got a metal flange up here already. It might be that it goes like that. I'd be tempted to put, I've got a little gasket that'll fit on that, and I could set it on there and put these. Yeah, see, that's all in the way. Let me think about what I'm doing a little bit. Maybe I'll get a gasket, get that gasket, put it on there and use it to hold that in place. Or I could just wrap a piece of wire around that. We've got a little baling wire here. Actually, this is not baling wire, this is welding wire, but it'll do. Take a little bit of this, put it like that. And once I get under there, I can pull that off. Maybe it'll work. We'll find out, won't we? I'll turn you off while I'm over in the motor. So I've been wrestling with this thing for, I'm pretty sure, hours. And I'm having a real hard time getting the pipe on there and getting this in there and getting the bolts on this. So what I'm going to do, I've been puzzling over this. I'm going to take this string and tie it right here and put it down on this bolt. I'm going to pull it around and tie it on to here. Because when I put the 3-point thing on here, it's not going to come up that far, and this piece of string will burn off later. So I can literally tie this in place with a piece of string, and then should be able to put my piece on there and get the bolt started without that falling down and me having to wrestle with that. That's what I'm going to do. All right, when I came out here this morning, I believe I said that if I could get the exhaust manifolds and gaskets on it, that'd be a good day's work. Well, I did. I got the exhaust manifolds and gaskets, not gaskets, exhaust manifolds and pipes. The pipes are connected. I'm going to tighten them up. Same with the exhaust manifolds, they're connected. I'll be tightening them up tomorrow when I come out here first thing. I'm also going to go underneath it and look every place where I have wires, and I'm looking at some wires right there that come off the starter, or gas lines or brake lines. I'm going to make sure I've got them pulled away from the motor, away from the exhaust manifolds and stuff like that. So tomorrow, after I tighten everything up and look at all the wiring and hoses and stuff, I'll put on the fuel pump and fan and alternator and put the distributor cap and the wires and the plug and the carburetor and stuff like that on there. What I did today was treacherous. I mean, to tell you, I'm sore. I've been laying on the ground, twisting myself in knots to get things to go places where they didn't want to go. But I'm really happy that I got that done, because I remember from the last time I did this, that was the hardest thing I remember doing, was that exhaust. So I'm so happy to have that done. Oh, the joy.